Welcome to our deep dive into the fascinating history of the ancient kingdom of Ghana. This isn't the Ghana you see on the map today, but rather the powerful empire that flourished in the western part of the Savannah region of West Africa over 1,000 years ago. The region where the kingdom of Ghana would later develop has been inhabited since the Neolithic period. Known as the Sahel, this transitional area lies between the Sahara Desert to the north and the African rainforests to the south. The area is also traversed by various rivers, with the Niger River being particularly significant. Its regular flooding provided fertile land, and by at least 3000 BCE, agriculture had begun with the cultivation of rice, millet, sorghum, fiber plants, and fruits. Supplementing plant cultivation were fishing and the herding of cattle and goats. Copper was a local commodity, used for metalwork and traded. Evidence of ironworking in the region dates to the 6th century BCE, alongside fine pottery, some of which was acquired through trade, as well as gold. The origins of the Ghana Empire are shrouded in mystery, with much of its early history passed down through oral traditions and the writings of Arab scholars. The lack of written records and limited archaeological work has resulted in reliance on accounts written by Arab traders who entered the region centuries later. The name Ghana comes from the title of the kingdom's ruler, which probably meant war king. However, the locals called their kingdom Ouagadougou. While its exact founding date remains uncertain, Ouagadougou first appears in historical records around the 7th century CE, though modern scholarly and archaeological evidence indicates it could have been founded as early as the 4th century CE. It was known to the Arab conquerors of North Africa in the 7th and 8th centuries as Bilad-al-Sudan, translating to Land of Black People. Founded by the Mande-speaking Soninke people, the primary inhabitants of the region, the Soninke were an industrious group engaged in subsistence farming and pastoralism. Their primary food crop was millet, thriving in the fertile upper sections of the Senegal and Niger rivers. The absence of the tsetse fly in most of the West African savanna allowed them to rear cattle, sheep, and goats, providing them with meat, milk, and skin. But the real treasure of Ghana lay beneath its soil. The kingdom was rich in mineral deposits, especially iron ore and gold. By around 400 CE, the Soninke had mastered iron smelting, enabling them to produce a variety of iron implements like hoes, knives, axes, and iron-headed arrows. This technological edge was a cornerstone of their agricultural and military prowess. Gold, however, was the most significant mineral that bolstered Ghana's power. The Ouangara region, in the southern part of the kingdom, was particularly rich in alluvial gold. These precious nuggets were washed down from the highlands by the Niger and Senegal rivers and their tributaries. The gold from Ouangara was transported by porters to Kumbisala, the kingdom's bustling capital. There it was traded to North African merchants, the Berbers and Arabs, who then carried it across the Sahara to North Africa, and from there it reached Europe and the Middle East. Ghana's wealth from gold deposits earned it a reputation as a rich kingdom, and its strategic location made it a pivotal player in trans-Saharan trade. The kingdom's position in the Savannah region facilitated commercial exchanges with both North Africa and the southern forest regions. The ease of traversing Ghana's flat plains made it a convenient route for traders. One of the major trans-Saharan trade routes, starting from Sijil Massa in Morocco, passed through Tagaza and Autogast in the Sahara Desert, ending at Kumbisala. This route enabled the exchange of goods between North Africa and the forest regions, transforming Ghana into a commercial hub. Revenues from this trade allowed Ghana's rulers to fund the administration of their kingdom effectively. Kumbisala, Ghana's capital and commercial heart, lay in the southeastern part of modern Mauritania, about 200 miles north of Bamako, the capital of modern Mali. The city was divided into two distinct sections, separated by about 6 miles. The first section, known as Al-Gaba, or forest, due to its surrounding thicket, was predominantly inhabited by the Soninke. It was characterized by grass-thatched huts with mud walls and housed the kingdom's government. The king, or Ghana, resided in a stone palace adorned with glass windows and enclosed by a fence, reflecting North African Islamic architectural influence. Though the Ghanaian kings practiced traditional religions, they were open to the presence of Islam. A mosque was built near the palace for Muslim ambassadors and North African Muslims who served as civil servants, thanks to their literacy in Arabic, which was crucial for diplomatic and commercial correspondence. The second section of Kumbi Sala was the Muslim quarter, featuring well-constructed stone buildings introduced by North African traders. This part of the city was not only a commercial center but also an educational hub with numerous Quranic schools and about 12 mosques. Young Muslim converts were educated here in Islamic theology, Arabic, and Quranic recitation. This neighborhood was pivotal in spreading Islam throughout Ghana and the broader Western Sudan region. The North African Muslim traders freely interacted with local Muslim traders, often marrying local women and converting them and their children to Islam. This integration helped Islam to spread even further within the kingdom. Kumbi Sala was a major trading center where goods from North Africa and the Sahara were exchanged for goods from the forest regions to the south. North African and Berber merchants brought items like mirrors, horses, silk cloth, glass, palm dates, razor blades, and salt, which they traded for gold, kola nuts, ostrich feathers, and slaves from southern traders. Some slaves were war captives from Ghana's conquests, while others were captured during raids in the forest states. Trade in Kumbi Sala was predominantly conducted through barter. The North African traders often employed sonic agents who facilitated these exchanges, arranged accommodations, and advised them to give gifts to Ghana's rulers to maintain good relations and ensure smooth trade operations. However, Ghana's prosperity also attracted envy and resentment. The Saharan Berbers in Autogast, located north of Kumbi Sala, were particularly envious. They aspired to control the trans-Saharan trade and make Autogast the southern terminal of the western trade route instead of Kumbi Sala. This desire for control led to a significant conflict. In 1076, the Almoravids, a group of Saharan Berbers, invaded Ghana. They sacked Kumbi Sala and imposed their control over the kingdom. The chaos following the Almoravid invasion disrupted trade and weakened Ghana's dominance in the trans-Saharan trade. Consequently, trade activities shifted eastward, where stronger governments could provide better protection for traders and their merchandise. The Almoravid rule in Ghana lasted until 1087 when the Sonic managed to drive them out, but by then, the damage to Ghana's trade dominance had already been done. The once thriving kingdom gradually declined as trade routes and economic activities moved to other regions. The legacy of the ancient kingdom of Ghana, however, lives on. It was a beacon of wealth, trade, and cultural exchange in West Africa, setting the stage for the rise of subsequent empires like Mali and Songhai. Its history is a testament to the rich and complex tapestry of African civilization long before European colonization. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of the ancient kingdom of Ghana. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more fascinating historical narratives.